Tom, aka Gedeon, here for Star Frontiers Gamer, and this is day 5 of our 8 days of Star Frontiers robots. And today is the 5th type of Star Frontiers robot, the service robot. So let's jump right into the inspiration. Now, Googling around the web, I was looking for a secretary robot. It's the type of robot that characters might interact with as they're trying to get in to see someone. So I thought this would be a good robot, secretary robot. And you can Google. I liked this particular picture of the robot, and I thought this was very anthropomorphic looking, human anthropomorphic looking. So this will influence our choices that we make in designing this robot. So here we are with the service robot, and we need to name them. And we're going to just do Secretarial Series 500. Sounds like a good name. We're going to grab the classic Tacton. It's the classic robotics manufacturing megacorp. This will be a level 5 mod. We've not done them this high. It actually simplifies the writing the mission and the functions. Anthropomorphic body. Let's just take a quick peek at the price list. So again, just to reiterate, again in this video, we will avoid this right here, standard robot cost table. There's a compilation of a number of costs just to give the game master a round number. We avoid this. This is the number one landmine when people are trying to price out a robot. Level 5 robot processor right here under robot levels. And that is 4,000 credits. The anthropomorphic body will be 3,000 credits. The anthropomorphic body requires a type 2 para battery, so that will be 1,200 credits. It'll have 1,000 SEU. So let's just jump back. 4,000 credits for the body, 4,000 for the processor, 3,000 for the body. That's 100 stamina. Movement mode is walking. Power source. Type 2 para battery. Going to cost 1,200 and give us 1,000 SEUs. Now, we do need to, this robot will have a self-defense program to defend itself. It's not a combat robot, but it will have a program so it can defend itself if it's attacked. So 80. Now, the ranged and melee number, that is, again, 30 plus 10% per level. So at 5th level, that's 50. So 30 to 50 is 80. 80% chance to hit in ranged or melee combat. Its initiative modifier will be 8. We reverse engineer the reaction speed for 80. And the programs. Oh, speed. Let's go back to the rulebook. And we want to go to page 47. And a service robot is 30 meters per turn. So 30. Oops, misspelled. So, cut. Honey, can you mute that music a minute?
Oh my God, usually I do without even telling you. But it was still in the background till just then. Sorry.
So, programs. Self-defense is an obvious one. Security lock, another obvious one. Security lock. Computer link. And this is not so much so that this robot can be controlled, but that she or he can access the computer and do things through the computer and through the computer networks. And then finally, this robot will need a secretarial program. We're making that one up. And so self-defense, you just jump over and back to page 41. So self-defense is 500 and security locks 500. That's 1,000. The computer link is 4,000, so that's 5,000. Secretarial program, I'm going to assign a cost of 500 credits. And again, this is just a program that will tell the secretary bot how to do its secretarial work. So 5,500 credits. Installed equipment. Chronocom. Secretary bot will need a chronocom. No concern. There's no concern about the range because she's working in a city. There's going to be the relay towers, much like cell towers. So that is a big 100 credits for installed equipment for a total on this robot of 13,800. Data source and inspiration. It's just a picture I found off the web. We can leave that blank, I guess. Now, jumping down. If the robot is forced to defend itself, it does 2d10 damage with its hands. That's in the rules. And the mission is to provide secretarial and gatekeeping duties. I put in parentheses secretarial program for individual designated boss. The only word here I've put in all caps is boss. That requires a function. So boss is defined as the individual that the robot is to perform secretarial duties for. This function includes personal files and a bio on this individual. Like, for example, that this individual has a spouse and that spouse hates flowers. So come the spouse's birthday, the typical thing is the secretary just orders flowers. No, this secretary bot will know not to order flowers because it's in the bio. It's in those records. And so it'll, or it will know that this particular individual likes heavy starch when their clothes are dry cleaned and starched. They like the heavy starch. So she'll make those arrangements as she does those types of secretarial duties that are classic, that are probably more passé today, having your secretary order flowers for your spouse or sending your dry cleaning out. But in the future, if you got a robot doing it, it's not like it's going to be sexist or racist. The secretary bot is going to be a helper. Now, there's some optional functions I've added here, and that's if this robot is owned by the megacorp. It's owned by the megacorp provided to a CEO. And so function number 2 is to log and report all breaches of contract by boss. The corporation is going to like this. The boss is not going to like this particular function. Or any of his subordinates to owner. Data is included on the boss's employment contract and what constitutes industrial or corporate espionage. Owner would then be defined as the company owning the robot. So those are optional functions to go with the robot in case it's a secretary working for a CEO of a major megacorp in the frontier. And there you have the secretarial robot, the document for the Secretarial Series 5. Oops, we misspelled that. There we go. Secretarial Series 500 will be in the show notes, as well as a worksheet, copy of the worksheet. for you to do your own robots. This is Tom, aka Gerion, signing out for Star Frontiers Gamer, and I'll see you in the frontier.